Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Hello, children. I have my coffee. I'm going to adjust my chair a little bit. I'm too tall. Uh, okay, so I'm doing another Diana ANKUDINOVA video. And I'm going to start off by saying, got a little bit of static on the last one. And I'm not personally bothered. I sort of anticipated that might happen. And so I'm going to start this one with establishing something just for the future. This is my channel. I have a specific set of beliefs about the world, of moral values, of things that I believe to be true and important. And I'm going to discuss them when I think they're relevant. Most of my videos, I don't get particularly political because it's not generally all that relevant to the music I'm reviewing. If you watch my Bloodywood videos, I get political. If you watch my Ice Peak videos, I get a little political because it's relevant. And right now, there is a war happening in Ukraine, a war that was started by Russia, a war with a lot of historical significance, dating all the way back to the 1920s, but even before that. During the 1920s and 30s, there was a genocide committed by the Soviet Union at the time against Ukraine, against Ukrainian people, known as the Holodomor. You are welcome to look more into that. Very, very, very tragic. And Russia is attempting to commit genocide again. Now, technically speaking, an attempted genocide is the same as a genocide legally, but it doesn't always come across the same way, right? Cultural genocide, the idea that Ukraine is not its own nation, that there's no such thing as Ukrainian people, they're all just Russians, that's a genocide, right? You are trying to erase an entire people group off the map, a language, a culture, all of it. Russia is currently saying there is no such thing as Ukraine. It's just a mistake. There's no such thing. They're Russian, right? They should love us. I'm going to be very clear about this. I do not support what Russia is doing. I don't support my own government in everything my own government does. I criticize things that I think need to be criticized. In this case, relating to this specific context, I'm doing a video of a Russian artist. I want it to be clear to anybody that's watching this that might say, be Ukrainian or be a supporter of the Ukrainian cause, as I am, that I am not endorsing, by doing this video, what Russia is doing. I am aware of what's going on in Ukraine. And my thoughts and my best wishes are with the Ukrainian people as they fight for their freedom. And they fight to remain an independent nation in the face of aggression from Russia. I will not accept pushback on this. You can push back on it. You can disagree with me. You can tell me, well, I'm actually from, Kharkiv, and this is what's going on. I know better, okay? I don't just trust Western sources. I am not somebody who thinks, well, I saw it on NBC, so it's true, okay? I try very hard to get an accurate picture as best I can. And what's happening is atrocities are being committed against Ukrainian people. Now, I understand that was fairly political. It's a fairly long intro to a video. And some people are going to be mad about it. And I will be very, very clear. Again, if you do not like how I do my videos, right? If you don't like that I mix in the personal and the political with just the music, then you are welcome to watch other people. I will not be offended. This is not me taking my ball and going home. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying if you do not like that I am going to be clear about the principles I have when I'm discussing things, because art and culture and politics are always intersect. Art is often inherently political. It's often created for specifically political means. Think about a national anthem. Think about anything that Toby Keith wrote after 9/11. I'm actually recording this on 9/11, as it turns out. These songs that are meant to make people proud of their country, that's political, right? That's a political song. It is art that is created to send a specific message. And it can be made to undermine the government, as a lot of punk music is. And it can be made to uphold the government, as a lot of government-funded art is. The CIA did this in the 60s with art, 50s and 60s, I guess, with art, trying to see if they could send specific messages. So I understand. This is a long intro. I know. Some people may not like it because stick to the music. I had one of those comments about stick to the music. I'm not going to just stick to the music when it's relevant to discuss other things that are happening. I am not pro-war on any side. I don't like to see a war of aggression. Poor people die. That's what happens in wars. Poor people die. Poor people who, some of whom may have real hate in their heart, and they wanted to go fight, right? They wanted to go try to kill the other side, whether they're on the defense or the offense. There are people who have grudges on both sides. And you know what? I'll be upfront. There is a group in the Ukrainian army that I have no interest in supporting, and I will not provide any cover to, because it is true. The Azov Battalion, they do, at least some of them, they do espouse Nazi beliefs and ideals, and I have absolutely no tolerance for that. I would not mind seeing all the Nazis get what's coming to them, right? But that does not make up the majority of the Ukrainian army or national populace. And there are people like that on the Russian side too. I do not support war. At the end of the day, the people who get hurt are the people who don't have other options. And they have to fight because the rich people aren't going to fight. So anyway, all of that to say, this is my channel, and if I want to get political, I will. If you don't like that, that's okay. You're welcome to go watch somebody else's videos that won't get political. Because you should know up front that I will discuss these things if I think they're relevant. Now, all that to say, I don't know what her relationship is to the current international conflict, right? I don't know what side she's on, or if she's even political in any sense, if she's discussed it, if she's being used by one side or the other. I don't know any of that. Until I know otherwise, I will continue to give her the benefit of the doubt, okay? Because, look, it's not her fault that she's Russian at a time when Russia is doing a lot of bad things. She may be totally uninvolved, and I don't want to paint her with the same brush. If I find out that she is being used as a tool to prop up, the Russian political system or the Russian military, I will probably stop covering her videos. And again, that's nothing that's her fault necessarily. If she's allowing it to happen, then I have an issue. But in the U.S., we use people like LeBron James and Steph Curry, right? They're soft power because they're are superstars that people internationally like. And other governments do the same thing. So I just want to be very careful, and I don't want to overstep. So with all of that said, look at that long ass intro. I'm going to do another Deanna song because she is very talented and her voice is very beautiful. And I'm not going to not cover her because some people in my comments were getting a little bit. I can handle those people. I'll shut them down, or I will block their comments or delete their comments. I'm not afraid to do that because I don't need people telling lies on my channel. I'm not interested in it. I will combat with the truth when I can, and where I can't, I don't need to give Russian propagandists a place to talk. So here we go. This is Revelation. This is a mood video. As I get into it, two things. I'm not a vocal coach. I'm not an expert, and I'm not a particularly over-the-top reactor. Okay, I've tried to be very respectful to the artist, but I'm not going to be like throwing my headset off and running around the room. That's not really something that I do. If you're looking for people who do that, they are out there. Their channels exist, and you are more than welcome to watch them. I want you to watch things that you enjoy. So I want people to watch me because they enjoy my particular approach. Part 2, don't be a dick. I try not to be a dick when I do reviews. I would just request that you not be a dick in the comments. I will say, if you come in with some ahistorical nonsense, I will clap back at you. I'm not afraid to do that. I can be very cutting when I need to be. Okay, I just generally try to keep it nice. I got my coffee, and let's get into this video. This is Revelation by Diana ANKUDINOVA.
Заглянув в мои глаза, ты увидишь небо, чистой глади красота, душевной жизни слепок, свежий смех без приукрас, искры озарения май, всей наивности рассказ нагого откровения. Окунувшись вглубь очей, почувствуешь покой, в высоте услышишь трель и снимет боль рукой. Заглянув в мои глаза, ты увидел море, ты услышал голоса, прикасание взора, недоверчивым волчонком оказалась дева. Опыт серый наказал принять такие дары. Кристально чистая волна смолою обратилась, на море засуха, на дне все больше ила. Мысли гаснут, падают, мечтать совсем не вредно.
All right, so that was really pretty. This seems like it's less of a show-off sort of piece, right? This isn't necessarily designed to showcase all of the things she can do. But there's still some stuff in there that's really notable. Her breath control is really good. Hitting those minors is really good. All of the just the vocalizing, right? That's harder than it sounds, especially when you're trying to repeat it multiple times, because she was doing the same notes in that vocalization multiple times in a row. And it is hard. It is hard to get the right pitch every time. Multiple people in my comments have mentioned that she sings, at least some of it, with sort of polyphonic overtones, which is probably what I was noticing in the first video I did of her. What was that song called? Can't Help Falling in Love, right? When she's singing the lower part, I said, it sounds like there's some sort of processing is happening. And I don't think there was, but there was something about her lower notes that sort of stood out to me as a little bit odd, a little bit different. And it's probably that polyphonic sort of overtone. I didn't hear really any of it in this one. She didn't really drop down much, so maybe that's something that occurs more in her lower register. Um, but it's really pretty. I like her hair also, unrelated to the music, but she has great hair. Um, I understand she wrote the lyrics to this as well, so she's a little multi-talented. You like to see that. Yeah, this is a pretty piece. This feels like more of a radio-friendly piece, right? This feels like a song you could put on, as opposed to a more elaborate orchestral style piece that has a lot of like extra vocal work in it. But really beautiful. Uh, I like her. I like her voice. She's really young, so there's a lot of time to see her develop as a vocalist, which is exciting. Her, Dimash, and then I think about Marcin, right? He's like 20 or 21 or 22, something like that right now. There's a long time that we're gonna get to watch these artists develop, and stretch and grow and get creative and do passion projects and things like that. That's really exciting to me. So yeah, this was great. She's very, very talented. I really like her. I think she's a great artist. Let's see, anything else as I wrap up here? Again, let's just try to keep it positive, all right? I try to be very clear about where my thoughts and opinions are, and I figure if people didn't like that at the beginning, they're probably not here now. So, this video may not be very popular. I may get a lot of downvotes and thumbs downs, and that's okay with me. I didn't make this video so that I could have a viral hit, right? I wanted to do another song from Deanna, but I also wanted to respond to the comments that I've been getting for the last few days and just make it clear where I stand on things. For those of you that enjoy my approach and enjoy what I have to say, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. For those of you who don't, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. If you just don't enjoy my style, I apologize. I can't do much about that. If you don't enjoy my politics, you're not going to want to stick around here, because it does come up more than once in a blue moon. But like, subscribe, give me some comments. Do all the YouTube stuff. Click on the bell. Apparently that matters. And have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water, and don't talk to cops.